Alright guys, I want to do a quick tutorial on the Haunted Halloween vector illustration. Using Illustrator, you want to go ahead and hit New File. And you want to make sure that the units are changed over to pixels. This is the first part. The width is set to 600 pixels and the height is set to 560. We're going to leave the color mode at CMYK because we will be printing these, but if you don't get a chance to print them, then you want to do RGB. Okay. Raster effects are going to stay at 300 pixels per inch, and then you're going to hit create. Okay, so step 2? Yeah, step 2 is using the rectangle tool to create a dark blue background. Oopsie, there we go. And then we're going to make 2 lighter blue circles in the middle. So let's start with clicking on the rectangle tool. I'm going to do no fill for this. I'm sorry, no stroke. And then the fill we're going to do, let's do this dark blue for now. Okay, I'm going to grab my selection tool, come to my layers panel. If you don't see layers here, go to window and then look for layers there. I want to lock this rectangle for now. Then we're going to go back to our shapes, go to the ellipse tool, and I'm going to change the fill to be a lightly blue color, so this one. And then hold down shift while you click and drag to make a big circle. Oh, and then, sorry, I kind of sped through that. You're looking for your align panel once you set the circle. And you're doing horizontal align center and vertical align center. Okay, I'm going to click out here, come back to the ellipse tool to change the fill color to this blue color, slightly lighter. And then again, use our align panel to line this up a bit better. This blue's a little bit too bright, so I'm actually going to change it to something like that first. It's the same as this one. Then I'm going to double click on my fill color by my tools panel so I can pull up this hue cube. And let's click on the B right here and just lift this slider up so it's slightly lighter. So something like that. Okay. So that's looking pretty good. The next step, step 3, says create a new dark blue circle. And this has to be the darkest color in the illustration. So then, let me zoom out really quick. I'm going to choose this blue really quick, and then double click here again and slightly move it down to make it an even darker blue. We're going to hold down shift and make a pretty big circle. Oops. I'm going to grab my selection tool. We're basically creating a hill with this. So something maybe like that. You can kind of decide how big you want the hill. I'm going to try the align really quick. Okay. So we want to cut this bottom half, and to do that we're going to need a rectangle tool. I'm going to change this for now to red just so I could see it. And you want to make a pretty big rectangle covering the entire bottom half. You're going to select both of these shapes, so you can either box select both of them like this, or click on the rectangle, then hold down shift and click on the circle. You're looking for pathfinders, and you're going to do minus front, which is this one right here. And so now we're just left with that part of the circle. All right, step 4 wants us to use the rectangle tool, the rectangle tool, and then, okay, so let me not move ahead of myself. We're going to use this same color here. I'm going to draw a rectangle like this. And then it wants you to grab your direct selection tool here. And it wants you to move this bottom lower left anchor point towards the right. So something like that. Okay, I'm going to make this just slightly bigger like this. Slightly taller too. Alright, next with the polygon tool, create a triangle to place on top of the rectangle. So look for the polygon tool. I'm just going to do a regular one for now. And you're looking for this little diamond shape right here. And you're either going to slide it towards the upper left or bottom right. You'll see the little signals, the plus and the minus. If you drag it towards the minus sign, it starts to get rid of the sides. So that's 3 sides right there. Now I can put that here, and I can also come and rotate this if I needed to. So now we have a little tower set up. Okay, step 5, you're going to use the pen tool. So pen tool, and you want to create a diamond shaped form and place it above the triangle. So let's do a little diamond shape, shall we? And then don't forget to click back over here so it closes the shape. And you can always adjust these after the fact too with the direct selection tool. And then scale this down a bit, holding down shift. Kind of want these to be lined up. Right. That's the best I was going to get it. So some diamond shape like that. And with that, it wants us next to create a little yellow window right here. So let's grab the pen tool. Make sure I don't have anything selected. Okay. Come to my fill, and I'm going to choose this yellow. No, I'll do this bottom yellow one for now. Let's do a quick window. Oof, that is way too bright. So I'm going to fix these little points here. And I don't like the snapping that this is doing, so let me deselect stuff. There we go. And I want to come up here. Oh, it is not snapping. That's so weird. Okay. I guess it's fine. I'm just gonna zoom in closer. There we go. Okay, but this yellow is too bright for me, so I'm going to adjust it by double clicking over here and then toning it down a bit. You can always click on these different letters here too to give you different options to adjust the color, but I'm happy with that one. And I'm actually going to add it to my swatches, so I'm going to hit this here, and that's right there. Okay, so this is actually a good place to stop for now and do a file, save as. It's going to be your last name, first name, initial, underscore. Let's do Halloween 1. We want to leave this as an AI file because we're still not done. And then you want to put this in your USB, and you're going to hit save. And then we'll continue this on the next video.